Hey Isabela, I was thinking about something that, honestly, a lot of us grown-ups grapple with, right? It's like making friends as an adult, it's a whole different ballgame than when we were kids or in college, ¿sabes?
Oh, Sophia, absolutely. It's almost like a secret struggle, isn't it? You feel that little cringe feeling when you think about putting yourself out there? Like, why is it so much harder now? What changes?
Exactly. That cringe is real, amiga. The thing is, when we're adults, there are so many unique barriers. Think about it. Time constraints, right? Everyone's so busy. Then there's geographic mobility. People move for work, for life, and our priorities shift. Plus, there's this heightened, sometimes debilitating fear of rejection. It's like our childhood selves would just walk up to someone and say, "Hey, want to play?" Now it's a whole negotiation in our heads.
Yeah, I totally get that. It's like you don't have those built-in social structures anymore, like school or dorms. And there's this expectation, I think, that true friendship should just happen effortlessly. Like if it's hard, then it's not meant to be, which I think is totally wrong, right?
Totally wrong. It's a myth, actually. True friendships, meaningful ones, they take effort at any age, but especially as adults. We just need to be more intentional, And we can't let those initial awkward moments discourage us.
So, speaking of awkward, sometimes you encounter what feels like adult cliques. And I remember that word from high school, and it just brings up like bad vibes? Are adult cliques the same kind of beast?
Qué buena pregunta, Isabela. The term clique definitely carries that negative baggage, right? But what we call adult cliques are often just naturally formed social groups. People gravitate towards others with shared values, lifestyles, and interests. The key distinction, the really important one, is whether they're a healthy friend group or a problematic, truly exclusionary clique.
Oh, that's interesting. So how do you tell the difference then? Is it just about whether they let new people in? Precisamente. A healthy friend group, it's open, it's willing to include outsiders. They might be close, but they don't intentionally exclude. A problematic clique, however, they might actively work to maintain their status, pressuring members to conform and rarely, if ever, allowing new people in. They're like focused on exclusivity. And that's what makes it so much harder for newcomers, because many adults already have their established circles. That makes so much sense. So it's not always malicious, but sometimes it just feels that way because you just can't seem to get in?
Exactly. But the good news is there are strategies. It's not just about luck. First point, leverage existing interests and hobbies. This is like hands down one of the most natural ways to meet compatible people. Join clubs, classes, sports leagues, or volunteer organizations that align with what you genuinely enjoy. It gives you a shared focus, reduces pressure, and conversations just flow more naturally, right?
That's smart. So, like, instead of trying to force it in a generic social setting, you're already starting with common ground. And that takes away a lot of the initial awkwardness, I guess.
Totally. And then, second point, start one-on-one. Don't try to infiltrate an entire group at once. Focus on building a connection with just one approachable person within that group. That individual, they can then serve as your in to other social situations and introduce you to their wider circle. It's like less intimidating for everyone involved.
That's actually really clever. So you find your anchor person, and then I guess consistency is key too, right? Because you can't just show up once.
Absolutely. Third point, be proactive and consistent. You have to take the initiative to strike up conversations and put yourself in situations where you'll regularly encounter the same people. Consistency, that sustained effort, it's crucial for building familiarity and trust over time. Becoming a regular somewhere, a coffee shop, a gym, a community event, that can really foster connections.
Okay, so leveraging hobbies, finding an anchor, being consistent, these are great practical steps. But what about the deeper stuff? Like, what if you feel like you have to be someone you're not to fit in?
Ay, Isabela, that's so important. My fourth point is absolutely crucial. Embrace vulnerability and authenticity. Genuine connections are built on openness and sharing your true self. Yes, it can be scary, it feels vulnerable, but it really leads to deeper, more meaningful friendships. Being authentic helps people connect with the real you, not like some persona you create to try and fit in. And if you don't feel like you can be yourself, then maybe it's not the right group anyway. That's a good reality check. So, like, don't be afraid to be yourself, even if it feels a little awkward at first. And then, what about actually asking to join? Is it weird to just ask? Not at all. Fifth point, ask, don't hint. If you're interested in joining a specific group or activity, be direct. Ask if there's room for one more. Assertiveness can yield surprising results. Also, practice friendship skills. Active listening, small talk, body language, these can get rusty, so consciously, practice them. And give it time, Isabela. Building new friendships and feeling integrated, it takes time. Be patient. Okay, so let's talk about that cringe factor, that fear of feeling judged or rejected. It's a huge barrier. My first tip here, challenge negative self-talk. Social anxiety, it's often fueled by self-critical thoughts like, they won't like me, or I'll say something weird. Learn to question those beliefs. Self-compassion is absolutely crucial. Recognize that many adults really struggle with making friends. You are not alone in feeling this way.
That's powerful, Sophia. It's so easy to let those thoughts just spiral. So it's about reframing, not just pushing them away, right? And I guess setting small goals could help too, instead of trying to be the life of the party immediately.
Totally. Second tip, set small, achievable goals. Instead of aiming to be ultra outgoing, set measurable goals like introducing yourself to just one person or asking two open-ended questions. Focus on participation, not perfect performance. Also, research and prepare a little. Familiarize yourself with the group or event beforehand. It can really boost your confidence and give you potential talking points.
Yeah, that's smart. If you know a little about the topic they're discussing, you're not going in completely blind. And what about if you feel your nerves just getting the better of you before an event?
See, absolutely. Third tip, mindfulness and relaxation. Practice deep breathing, meditation, or positive visualization before you go to social events. It helps calm those nerves and center your mind. It really does make a difference. So, diving deeper into practical ways to integrate smoothly, my first tip here is focus on shared activities. Participating in activities with a built-in structure really reduces the pressure to generate constant conversation. The interactions can just flow naturally from the task at hand, whether it's painting or playing a sport. You're doing something together, so the conversation is secondary.
Oh, that's so true. It gives you a common purpose right away. You're not just standing there trying to make small talk out of thin air. That's really helpful. And what about helping out? Does that make a difference?
Absolutely. Second tip, offer help. Taking on a helper role, like setting up chairs, bringing snacks to an event, or volunteering for something, it creates natural interactions. It gives you a purpose within the group and shows you're engaged. And third, and this is big, don't take exclusion personally. If you initially feel left out, try not to internalize it. People often organize themselves based on commonalities, and it's not always intentional exclusion. Sometimes a group just may not feel the need to expand their circle at that moment, but that doesn't mean they won't eventually.
That's hard, but it's so important to remember. It's not always about you. And lastly, I guess, don't feel like you're at an audition, right?
Exacto. Fourth tip, don't feel like you're at an audition. Approach new interactions without the pressure of needing to impress everyone. It's absolutely okay if not everyone loves you. The goal is to find your people, the ones who connect with the authentic you. It takes self-awareness, proactive engagement, and a resilient mindset. That's so true, Isabela. Once you find those authentic matches, the journey shifts from how to meet people to how to truly nurture those connections. It's like you've planted the seeds, and now it's time to help them grow.
Oh, I love that analogy, Sophia. A friendship garden. You can't just put the seeds in the ground and expect a flourishing garden overnight, can you? It takes gentle care, consistent watering, and knowing when to give a little trim here and there.
Exactly. And my first point for cultivating those bonds is all about prioritizing quality over sheer numbers. It's much more fulfilling to have a few deep, supportive friendships than a long list of acquaintances. Invest your precious time and energy into those connections that truly make you feel seen and valued.
That's such a relief to hear, honestly. It takes the pressure off feeling like you need to be popular, and instead focuses on what genuinely nourishes your spirit. It's about being present with those who matter most. Precisely. And that brings me to my second point: consistency and thoughtful communication. Friendships thrive on regular interaction, even if it's just a quick text or a shared coffee. It shows you care and keeps the connection warm. And remember, it's a two-way street. Both people need to invest. Definitely. It's a dance, really. Giving and receiving, reaching out and responding. It builds trust and shows that the bond is truly reciprocal. A healthy friendship feels balanced and supportive for everyone involved.
Please share your stories and insights in the comments below.
Your comments are so valuable to us. If you found this episode helpful, please remember to like, share it with a friend, and subscribe to our channel for more empowering discussions. It really helps us grow.
Thank you so much for tuning in today, everyone. We're grateful for your support and engagement.